Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Brat here. Hope you're doing well. So it is 4th of July, and I thought for a 4th of July special, we should do a movie that deals, well, not necessarily with the 4th of July, but is a movie that, just like any Christmas movie or Halloween movie, even if it doesn't, even if the movie isn't set on that Halloween night or on that Christmas night, evening, day, whatever, you still got your Christmas movies, you still got your Halloween movies. Well, today I'm going to talk about The Patriot, starring Mel Gibson, directed by Roland Emmerich. I really like this movie. I still remember seeing this movie, not in the theater, but I was in 5th grade, and I remember we came home from one of my teacher put on a school play, and that's when I started thinking about becoming a filmmaker at that time. And we got done with the play. Once again, this was elementary school, so we got done with the play, and we came home. It wasn't that late. It was again elementary school, and we started watching The Patriot. Now you're probably thinking, wait a minute, you were in 5th grade? And you were watching The Patriot, rated R? Yes. I saw a lot of movies when I was younger. And we didn't finish it that night because the movie is almost a 3-hour movie. But I remember that morning, though, I finished watching it. Actually, I literally still remember where I left off in the movie. And it was right after the church burned down. The people that were locked in the church burned down. Mel Gibson, his son, played by Heath Ledger, and then other men come galloping up to the town, realize that everyone was in the church, and they burned the church down. And then Heath Ledger and some other men go riding off to go after Jason Issac, the bad guy. And that's where I left off that night, and in the morning I finished it. So there was really only about a half hour left in the movie. But anyway, I really like this movie. I love the cinematography in this movie, shot on real locations. You can see it throughout the movie. I think they shot, I don't know where they shot this movie. I think probably Charleston. I wouldn't even be surprised if they shot some of it in Savannah, because there's a lot of settings like the old house that the sister, Mel Gibson's Benjamin Martin's wife, her sister owns this old style house, with all these trees that are the vines and the moss is hanging over. Very much what you see a lot in Savannah. So maybe they did shoot some of it in Savannah, like a plantation house. But the cinematography of this is great. I love the battle at the end on this giant field. Doesn't feel like, it's a CGI background with green screen. No, they shot it on location. The acting in this movie is great. Mel Gibson. I always called this movie the Braveheart 2. If you watch the movie, it's actually very, very similar to the Braveheart. Just like William Wallace, he doesn't want to get into the war, doesn't want anything to do with the war. And then, of course, the men come in, kill his wife, and he goes on a revenge spree. Kind of like this movie. He doesn't want to deal with the war. They even have a scene at the beginning where he's in this courthouse and with the town, and he's like, no, I don't want anything to do with the war. I got a family to raise. I'm a single parent. Who's going to raise my family when I'm off at war? And, of course, the son goes to war, Heath Ledger. And Gabriel is his name. And then he comes back one night, injured. They help him out. Then the bad guys show up the next morning. Wonder who did this. And blah, 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 blah. One of the sons gets killed by the bad guy. And there we go. Now Mel Gibson's going after revenge. See? Braveheart too. Except that in this movie he doesn't die at the end. But once again, we go back to Mel Gibson. He's great in this movie. He's awesome. He shows a lot of range. I would say he almost shows more range in this movie than in Braveheart. He's that serious character. He's emotional, really emotional at times. The scene when Heath Ledger, no, I'm going to spoil the movie, it's 23 years old. When the scene when Heath Ledger dies, Gabriel, and he goes over to the body and it's like, he really loses it. Great moment. I think he got some humor here. Mel Gibson also shows a lot of humor. What else? He just shows a lot, and then a little bit of a romance with the sister. That is one part of the movie I think they should have taken out. And it adds some runtime that we don't need. And me is just like, really? You're gonna hit on the sister now that your wife is dead? I don't know. A little... Didn't need to be in the movie. But then you got Heath Ledger. This is his second film outside of 10 Things I Hate About You at the time. Funny, the running joke of this movie, hey, it takes 2 Australian men to save America. Australian. Mel Gibson, Heath Ledger. And then we have a British bad guy. Hey. But yeah, running joke. 2 Australians save America. But yeah, this was Heath Ledger's second film in the U.S. He does a great job here. He's funny, he's serious, he's vengeful. I just love the scene. I don't know why, maybe this came out 8 years before The Dark Knight. But the scene where he's going to kill Jason Issac, or he thinks he's going to kill him, and he grabs the knife out from the other British soldier, and he's just holding it in his hand. And the way he's holding it, and he's walking toward Jason Issac, and he has the long hair, I'm like, oh, you were already practicing your Joker audition. Because in that movie, like, holy shit, it's the fucking Joker. I mean, I'm like, well, and I remember I never, came to that conclusion as many times as I've seen this movie. But he's great, and even like, he got Trevor Morgan as one of the sons. I don't know what happened to him, I haven't seen him in a while. The son that does get killed at the beginning, he was in Small Soldiers, and then he was in that show Everwood. Haven't seen him in a while. I had no idea that Logan Lerman, Logan Lerman, was the youngest son, the youngest Martin son in the family. I didn't know that until I watched the movie recently. The little girl, that one scene in this movie. Oh, you know the scene. You know that scene. Where they go, Mel Gibson and Heath Ledger go to that little protective island or whatever, that they're hiding the family from the bad guys, and Mel Gibson's about to leave, and the little girl, Papa, don't go, please don't go, I'll say anything, oh boy, I didn't see this in the theater, but I'm willing to bet every female in that theater was losing it at that moment. That little girl did a great job. That was a sad scene. Even Mel Gibson really brings it in that moment. But also the sad news is when I was doing that little girl died not too long ago. She had a seizure and passed away. So it's even sadder to realize, in real life, just like in the movie, 2 Martin kids get killed in the movie, and in real life, 2 Martin kids are dead in real life. The little girl, the youngest, and weirdly enough, the oldest, Heath Ledger. Yeah, I like that. I just came across that news. Just looking at the cast to do this video. I like that it has emotional scenes, great action scenes, a lot of like gory action scenes for war. I still remember that one where the cannonball goes through the field and just takes out somebody's leg, and they show it. Oof. If there is ever a villain in a movie, you watch the John Wick movies, and as soon as they kill the puppy, you're like, oh, you motherfucker, you're dead. You're gone. You fucked up so bad. You did it. You're done. You're done. There's no going back from this. He's going to kill you. He's going to kill you good. He's going to kill you slow. John Wick is coming. Well, in The Patriot, we have that moment where Jason Issac, one of the best villains, in my opinion, in movies, that he doesn't get enough credit. Jason Issac is amazing in this movie. I still remember the day that Warner Brothers announced Jason Issac was going to be playing Lucius Malfoy, Draco Malfoy's father, in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. That was 2 years after The Patriot came out. And I said then, holy shit, perfect casting. They got the fucker from The Patriot to be the father of Draco Malfoy. Brilliant! But as soon as Jason Issac kills the middle son on their plantation, and he said, stupid boy, I said to myself, no, stupid man, stupid man. Mel Gibson is gonna hunt you down and fucking kill you. Like John Wick. And man, that was so satisfying. And then when they run across each other again in the middle of the movie, at the British compound or whatever, and he's walking out of the gate, sees Jason Issac come storming out. Hey, so you're the ghost, are you? You and that boy, that stupid little boy. Did he die? Did he? Oh. And before this war is over, I am going to kill you. Yeah, I mean, Jason Issac is fucking amazing in this movie. I wish he played more bad guys. He's great at playing a bad guy. There are certain movies that I go, if you were, I'll just say it right now, if they ever decide to reboot Die Hard and start over, Jason Issac would be a perfect villain for a new Hans Gruber. Hans Bobby. I think Jason Issac would be a perfect Hans Gruber in a Die Hard reboot. I'm just saying. But yeah, like I said, you also got Tom Wilkinson in here. He's also good at playing bad guys. He was in this. He was in Batman Begins as Falcone, Carmine Falcone. He was great in that. Like I said, this movie's a great movie, I think. And it's a movie that you would never ever think that Roland Emmerich directed. Nothing about this movie feels like a Roland Emmerich movie. Why? Because Roland Emmerich is known for the disaster movies. Or some people call them disaster porn. Independence Day. The Day After Tomorrow. 2012. He's got another Independence Day Resurgence. He did that Moonfall. I mean, he does a lot of disaster movies. But you would never think, oh yeah, the guy who did Independence Day did The Patriot. Why didn't I think of that? But yeah, this is a fun movie. And it's almost a 3-hour movie, and guess what? It moves pretty good. The pacing is very good in this movie. Very well paced. So the score for the movie, the music. The music is great in this movie, done by the legendary John Williams. That's another thing. You would never expect John Williams when you think of The Patriot. You think of John Williams, you think of Jaws, you think of Star Wars, you think of Indiana Jones. The Patriot? Roland Emmerich? The guy who does Independence Day? The Day After Tomorrow? 2012? That's one thing, this movie has so many people behind the camera and stuff that you would never expect. John Williams? These people to do this movie. But somehow it all worked together into a really great movie, in my opinion. So that's another one. The music in this movie, the score, is iconic. Like when I hear that, right when it opens up, and you get that voiceover by Mel Gibson, I mean, it's great. And then as the movie, the main theme of the film, it works. It's great. So, on this 4th of July, are you going to sit down and watch The Patriot? Or are there other movies, like, Independence Day, that you like to watch? Or Born on the 4th of July? I actually just watched that recently, for the first time. But yeah, let me know, what is your favorite 4th of July film you like to watch? Is it Mel Gibson's The Patriot?